guys, it's Summers here and welcome along to episode 54 of the Solihull Moors Career Mode series here on FIFA 20. And in this episode we're just going to finish up the month of September, which means we've got 3 games left: Oxford United, Walsall and Galatasary. Right guys, here we go, back at our home ground here at Damson Park as we face off against Oxford United in this one, who are currently sitting in second place in League One. To finally get that ball away. Fredrickson frees off Graham, who had stumbled into trouble, but uses his pace to get away from the defenders. Inside now for Fredrickson. He's managed to get his way through as well and slots it for the first goal of this game. There's a bit of a bumbling effort all round, but we got the desired result out of it. Finish from Fredrickson once he did make his way through there. The defender totally missing out, and Fredrickson slotting it along the ground past the ailing goalkeeper. 1-0. Sykes once more out wide here, cuts back. Fredrickson's gone with him. Ball does come into the box and Pearson gets there. It does go out for a corner. Patterson out wide for Peterson. Max Allen has ventured off down the wing here. He's seen the ball that he can float over the top for Evans, who chases it in. Keeper's come, but Eastwood hadn't come enough for Evans to lob that over him. Patterson now kind of steal the ball away from the opposition. Oh, that is a lovely turn. Fed well into Brannigan. And Oxford have got themselves on the score sheet here with an away goal that has really put the cat amongst the pigeons now. Patterson trying to follow his man, and Pearson completely and utterly caught out by that reverse ball into Brannigan, who smashes it past the keeper. 1-1. Inside here for Fredrickson, who's got space to run on into. Checks it across for Nystrom. Little dink ball up over the top, but it doesn't meet the objective. Nystrom, good ball out to Fredrickson. Gets it back into the box, can't quite find Nystrom in the middle. As Peterson now comes in. Just to get us a throw in. And there we have it, the half-time whistle. We go into this one level with Oxford, having put the concerted effort in that first half. Oxford are a dangerous team on the break though. 1-1. And shadowing Sykes down the line there. Steals the ball away, good piece of play there by the ex-Wolves player. But we give up possession far too easily. Once again comes to the rescue. Graham doing work exceptionally well again, but he has given up possession, trying to get it out quickly. Max Allen doing great work there, but the referee has given a free kick. Graham once again with a great piece of defensive play, and once again we give the ball up far too easily coming out. Turned his man again. Great piece of play on the edge of the box there as the defenders give up far too much space to Oxford. Great turn and a great finish, and Oxford now lead 2-1. Again for Oxford brings it forward, lobs it out nicely to the wing there. Max Allen has to do well. Rafferty drives away and finds Graham in open space, who feeds it out wide here for Peterson. We've seen the overlap from Evans. Goes to the back post. Good defending there from Hanson. Okay, the last roll of the dice here is we're going to switch to the 4-2-4 formation. We need to get at least a draw here out of this tie. So Rafferty comes on, as does Smith, as we just look to try and impress ourselves up front here. Oh, well done by Ford. Good play by Oxford, but we've managed to survive. Peterson follows it out to Evans, has done well there against the opposition and fires it through to Rafferty. Oh, skip in there, Raff. Yes, there's the equaliser from Evans. He's managed to find himself in the middle of the box, and that 4-2-4 formation switch has worked an absolute treat. Rafferty getting past the defender and getting it into the box where Evans laid in wait to smash it past the goalkeeper. 2-2. Inside to Brannigan. To get that away. Hopefully we could get one more attacking, or at least I was hoping we could, but the referee has called time on this one at 2-2. To be fair, we had to work hard for that one. Oxford in second position, and there's a reason why. Right then, here we go, transfer news. Once the window opens, not only is Daniel Rizzo out of the door for £150,000, £90,000 of that, which will be allocated to us through the board. We've also lost Brendan Rafferty. That deal with Norwich has gone through. 20 million quid is the deal. 15 million pounds of that we will see into the transfer budget. And seriously going to have to look to replace him with another new talent, because Benning, although we signed him earlier on, is not as good up front as Rafferty, and I really need to find somebody that is going to fill that gap. Okay, so here's a weird one. Walsall do not have enough players to field in this next match. So they've obviously got a massive amount of injuries, or they've allowed their squad to get extremely thin. That's why they're obviously losing every single game that they are facing off in. And we have been awarded a 3-0 victory. Right guys, I couldn't have any of that. As you know, Walsall is our biggest rival here in this division, and having seen what was going on in the save, I noticed that Walsall had basically forfeited all of their games up until this point. And the reason being is that for some reason they haven't got a big enough squad. They've got plenty of injuries to go along with it, and that meant that obviously they couldn't field a big enough squad to be able to go out and play against everybody, and just simply forfeited every game. So as part of an edit that I've done off camera, Walsall now do have enough players, and we will face off against our local rival. Right then, here we go with a Midlands derby as we go to the Bescott Stadium to face off against Walsall. This ball into the box, Siegler manages to deal with it though, and Pearson gives it back to Kinsella. Oh, come on boys. Calamity all round there, but Thomas manages to put that out for a corner. Defensive frailty coming to the fore again in the form of Pearson. Thomas out to the ex-Walsall man here, Cockcrow Mollett. Fires it inside to Ziegler, inside to Graham. Fredrickson sends it one more through to Nystrom, who's done his defender. Takes the strike, and was it ever in doubt? Not really. That is our first attempt and our first goal of this game, as Bjorn Nystrom puts the game in our hands. Lovely touch there from Nystrom. to get through on goal. And he just smashes it past the keeper. 1-0. Kinsella off to Gordon. Gone back now for Scar, and he's given that ball away to Nystrom, who feeds it off here for Fredriksson and lobs it over the top for Graham to use his pace to get away from the defender here. Out to the edge of the box where Fredriksson's waiting, and he puts the second one in, and this is looking rather too easy against Walsall here. I know they've got 0 points on the board and probably their morale is in the toilet, but this is going to turn into a rout rather quickly if they do not get on top of this game. Good goal by Fredriksson on his weak foot though. 2-0. Playing the ball around nicely now, Walsall. Just noticed that they've got one of the players on the field that I gave them as part of the squad update, so we could play this game. Young youth player off the free agents list. Gave them 4 players off the free agents list in order that they could go out and play in this game. Gordon, and they've had a lot of possession here now in this phase of the game. Obviously decided that that is their method to try and get beyond us.
A reminder that the reserves are in action.
Ziegler, a little chip ball up over to Cockrell-Mullet, and he's sent Graham. Little chip ball across to Fredriksson. He returns the favour for Nystrom, but a good save there by Roberts as he comes out at Nystrom's feet. It's trying to stop the ball coming in here. Trying to give away a goal just on the cusp of half time. We managed to get that ball away, and we have got the score under control here at Prescott Stadium. 2-0. Pearson fires that across to Ziegler. Looks wide here for the ex-Walsall man, Cockrell-Mullet, who goes down the line at pace. Man arriving here. Oh, Patterson just can't direct the header towards goal. It was a fabulous ball into him from Cockrell-Mullet, but a slightly awkward header. A gap opened up there that Pearson was able to get into. The referee give a free kick there. Captain Kinsella. Oh, he's off. I don't think it was that reckless a challenge, ref, to be fair. He was just a bit late. But nevertheless, they are now down to 10 men here, Walsall, and making a substitution, taking Gordon off, trying to stiffen up that midfield area that Kinsella's left exposed. Which is to wriggle round the defender. Fredriksson now drives his way into the box, checks back inside, comes all the way out to Patterson. Peterson will strike from distance, gets a second bite of the cherry and a third, and he just rolls it in to Robertson's hands. Into Evans, fields it off quickly to Patterson, who goes over the top, and that has set Graham away. Comes inside and takes the shot. A rocket of an effort that Roberts pushes round the post. That's a thunderbolt. I see into McDonald, and Evans steals it away from him. Peterson out wide, but it's a poor ball Patterson can't pick up on. Walsall get the opportunity to come forward once again. Cockrell-Mullet doing well there to steal that from the on-rushing Walsall player. 3 changes incoming for ourselves as Walsall make their substitution. Magliore going off the field, having impressed, I would imagine, on his debut at the Prescott Stadium. Whilst we have 3 substitutions replacing Gordon, Nystrom and Peterson, with Allen, Rafferty and Smith.
A 3 minutes of added time.
Turn Raff. Smith fires it through to Fredriksson, and there's the cherry on top of the cake. as Fredrickson gets himself another goal here at the Bescott. Chased down by his teammates, the captain has gotten himself another goal. Lovely bit weighted pass into Smithy and a great turn to then feed it off to Fredrickson, who'd made his way through from midfield. He loves that near post finish. 3-0. And there we have it, the full-time whistle. A great victory for us on the road here against one of our big rivals at the Bescott. I do hope that Walsall go on to get some better results now in the coming games, having helped them to sort out their issue with the amount of players they've got. They've listed an extra 4 players in their team, so that should help them out in terms of squad rotation. But for us, it's another great result as we head towards the UEFA Cup tie against Galatasaray. Here we go, another big European night of football as we head out this time to face off against Galatasaray. Some changes in the lineup for this one as we look to stiffen things up. We've switched to the 4-3-1-2 formation. McCutcheon in at right back, making his European debut. We also have up front Kuluk instead of Rafferty, having signed that transfer deal and also being in a deep rut of poor form, decided to make a change up front. Bueno also makes way for Peterson, with McDonald dropping into the CDM role. And I think that this might be a more accomplished performance that we're about to witness, but only time will tell. Let's see how we can get on against Galatasaray. Straight from the kick-off, boys. Let's have it. Donald here covering off where McCutcheon had gone forward. McCutcheon off to Peterson. Lays it off to Kuluk, who's seen a wide open space here for Duhu to reach on into. Lays it off for Smith, Taylor, sorry, and it goes across for Duhu. Sends it towards the back post, but Kuluk can't get there. The defender nearly knobs it into his own net. Gooley here out wide. And as they look to deliver the ball into the box there, he comes out to Nystrom, and Kuluk does exceptionally well there. Nystrom using his pace against this defender. He has got a hold of his shirt, but he gets through. Keeper manages to get a fingertip to it. That was certainly our best chance of this game so far. Go McCutcheon. Headed it into a dangerous position in the middle of the box, allowing the Galatasaray striker, who's coming straight onto it, time and space with the volley. Didn't stand a chance there, Thomas. A rocket of a shot. And we go 1-0 down here. Nystrom making his way through. Puts back. That is a penalty. That is a penalty, surely. He was inside the box, was he not? It's a yellow card for the Galatasaray defender, but we wait to see as to whether it's a free kick or a penalty. I think it's a free kick. It's right on the edge of the box. I think they've just about got away with that. Yes, they have. Nystrom with a free kick. Not good enough to beat the goalkeeper, although he did get it up and over the wall. Play that across to McDonnell. Looks across to find Nystrom, who makes his way into the box, takes the shot left-footed. Unfortunately picks up a light injury. That could be some bad news for us. Can't afford to be without Nystrom for very long, especially with Rafferty in the situation he's currently in. That effort from Galatasaray. Nystrom pushing it forward, comes inside, uses his pace and goes again, cuts his way through. Oh, Nystrom has done it in Europe now as well. That injury obviously just about worn off because he was able to accelerate away from those defenders like there wasn't even there. A great 1-2 with Smith, and he absolutely smashes it past the keeper. Great goal by Bjorn. And we're back in this game, 1-1. Dulu comes across. Just try and prevent Faguli getting that into the box. He does go out for a corner and the referee's still allowing play to go on. We're already 4 minutes into time added on in this half. We've only 2 on the clock. McCutcheon gets it away to Nystrom, who turns exceptionally well and was on his way on one of his mazy runs. But the referee does call time for the half-time break. We're at 1-1 now, thanks to that man there. Right, let's see if we can do any better in the second half. Just want to try and stem the flow in midfield, because that's where the weak part of our game has been so far, is in the midfield area. We've just been unable to play that right pass. McCutcheon is a poor ball into the box. And Wright delivers a ball into the box, and that is fortunate. Just about doing enough there, Campbell. Doing some running. Not really been up to much this game so far. Smith, he'll field it off here to Peterson. Can he get that ball up over the top? Kuluk is through. Can he get there? Oh my goodness. That is a finish and a half under pressure. And just as I was saying that he hadn't really done much in the first half, and he pops up in an amazing ball from Peterson. I honestly expected the goalkeeper to come through and try and claim it, but it dropped just outside of his box. The defender didn't quite get the job done, and Kuluk, that's a great strike with that keeper on rushing, and it hits the inside of the post, and what a great goal. 2-1 up here. It's on, boys. Smithy will push this down the line. He'll use his pace to get round that defender. Pushes it inside. Oh, Kuluk just impeded by the defender. Does deliver the ball into the box, but we get there. Campbell covering off. That was a handball. That was a handball. We've got away with one there, because that was definitely handled. Couple of changes here as Kuluk has worn himself out. We bring on Brendan Rafferty. Lloyd Smith also making way for Denny Alic. Into Brendan Rafferty. Defenders stepping off. Ooh, that's a nasty one. Nystrom stepping up to take the free kick once more. Up over the wall. The keeper makes a good save. Oh, can't squeeze it in. But Taylor gets there on the rebound for the third of this game for us. And unbelievably, we have taken out Galatasaray on their home deck. We got that goal just ahead of half-time that really shifted the momentum of this game. And ever since, that is a fabulous free kick by Nystrom, by the way. I don't know what the defender was doing. We've had our own misfortune in those situations before. But Taylor was there to capitalise and get us our third of the game. Fabulous stuff. And there we have it, the full-time whistle. Solihull Moors have gone away to Galatasaray and we've mugged them. That's all I can really say. You know, that goal just ahead of half-time really did change the complexion of this game. And once again, it's Bjorn Nystrom that has held us aloft and got us back into that position. 3-1.
Just a moment of your time.
Right guys, there we go, another episode done and dusted. I hope you did go on to enjoy it, and if you did, don't forget to hit that like button and also subscribe to the channel for more FIFA 20 content. But for now, I'm out of here.
Thank you, that'll be all.